16. I'm Annabelle.
I'm Brianna. Nice to
see you.
Nice to meet you.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Good. Well, we'll just go ahead and get started. If you'll tell me a little bit about why you're here today, if you're having any pain, and where you're having it.
I hear about my shoulder pain.
Okay.
But now it's a little bit better because they gave me medicine before I went in. Also, they trained me how to do exercise. I do exercise, so little bit better, but not go away.
Okay.
It's still pain.
It's still pain. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not that much pain at all, and 10 being just excruciating pain, where would you rate your pain today?
Maybe 2.
Just a 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sometimes I move around, I do something, maybe I turn something wrong, it's too much pain, but it's sometimes better.
Some days are better than others.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything specific that makes it hurt really bad? Like if you're raising your arm, if you're exerting strength or pushing or pulling on anything, is there something specific that makes it hurt worse?
Like lifting up something or driving or vacuuming or whatever.
I don't remember what I do.
Okay. Okay.
So I try to rate something as made me pain.
Okay.
How are your fingers? Is it radiating pain down, or is it more just directly in and around your shoulder?
Only here.
All in here. So you're not feeling any crazy pain or anything in your fingers or your hand?
Before it's do it with here, now better.
Okay, hold on. So are you feeling any pain down here, or is it totally here?
Totally.
Okay. Okay.
So tell me a little bit about your life in general. Are you working, or do you have an occupation that you do on a daily basis?
Yes, I have a 2 job. One job I work at the airport to prepare the fruits, kind of vegetables, something.
Yeah.
So my other job, more I do french fries.
Uh-huh.
I fry the fries.
Yeah. Is your shoulder pain preventing you from being able to do any of your tasks at work?
It's be okay, I think.
You just kind of push through it when it hurts? So what about like things at home, like cooking or cleaning or grooming, such as bathing or brushing your hair, anything like that? Are you having any trouble with?
Yeah, it more pain where I vacuum. I try to push.
Okay.
Let it.
Let's go back to the working situation. In order for us to really get a good idea of what's going on in the shoulder, it helps to know specifically what motions you're doing that seem to aggravate it. So at the first job, where, if I understood you correctly, you was talking about working with fruits and vegetables. Can you show me what it is you do? So for example, do you have to pick up a basket of produce and put it up here, lift it out, and do you have to do it pretty quickly, as in get a certain amount done within an hour?
I take a car ride. I go to the corner. I need to leave the bus, put on the car. Then I try to push. It's not problem when I leave the bus. I put in the car, but when I push the car is heavy, right?
Okay. How heavy would you say it is?
Maybe 35 pounds for each box.
And is there more than one box in that cart that you're pushing?
Yes, maybe 4 or 5 boxes.
Okay. Are you right-handed? Do you write with this hand?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Do you see where I was trying to go and help guide you guys? Okay. All right.
I'm gonna run
She's
through that.
right-handed.
Okay.
So I just want to see how well your shoulder, both of your arms in fact, about how well you're moving. So if you'll just follow what I do.
Okay.
So just
Oh
yeah, sure, absolutely. So it might be easier, if you don't mind standing up, it might be easier just so this isn't in your way.
Better.
Yeah, that'll be perfect. So if you just raise your arms up as far as you can. Good job. And then bring them down. Back. All the way behind you. And then if you
Any
can-
pain with any of
Yeah.
these motions?
Where I do like that, it's not pain, but where I turn my hand like that, pain.
So if you, the next movement I was going to ask you to do is this one.
Yeah.
So if it's pain, don't do it. But if you were to do this, it would cause you pain.
Right here, pain.
Okay,
right
point
at
to
the-
where you feel the pain.
Right here.
Okay.
Okay, all the way down to the elbow.
Mhm.
And what's on a scale of 1 to 10? What would you rate that pain?
Maybe 3.
A 3. Okay. And then with your thumbs up this way.
Yeah, here.
Like
Right here.
Okay. And what would you rate that on a scale? 1 to 10. Is it real bad or is it?
Not real bad. 3.
It'd be a 3. Okay. And then if you'll come here. Mhm. Is that as far as you can get? Okay. And then come here. Any pain?
Okay, I'm gonna
Yes.
ask her to do what is called a provocative test.
Okay.
It's one of the ones that you will learn about in specialized practice.
Okay.
I want you to do, this motion, okay? So out the side, you've got your thumb down, and then you're gonna raise it up as high as you can. Okay,
Pain right
Okay.
here.
okay, alright, relax. Okay, so what that is telling me is she's got a positive for the drop arm test or the supraspinatus impingement. And so based on what she was saying, I was already suspecting that that's probably what it was, and we just confirmed that, okay? So, that's gonna be one of the key things that's gonna direct how we, address it. Okay, you can have a seat. In the shoulder, there's several muscles that are right here on top of this bone, and I'm intentionally using simplistic language, you guys. Based on what kind of activities, exercises that we do, typically what happens is these muscles on the front get stronger than the muscles on the back. So as a result, the structures start sloping. If you look at my shoulders, you can tell I'm already doing that. And structures in here start getting crowded and pinched. So there's one particular muscle in there that is not uncommon to get pinched because of the crowding of the structures. And so what happens when you're doing certain movements, like the one I just asked you to do with some of those, it is irritating that because it's getting pinched and it's probably swollen, and so that's making it painful when you're doing things that's exerting it and it's getting rubbed, kind of like friction when you're rubbing something across another surface. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what we need to do is to educate you on ways to get this muscles back here stronger, so that what will happen is you will get them more in balance, and how to do different tasks a little bit differently so that we can keep this from flaring up so much. The thing that's real important is if we don't, then this is going to continue to get worse. Because it's kind of like rubbing, if we were to take that yarn here and rub it across here and kept doing it, eventually it would wear it pretty thin. So that's potentially what could happen here. Does that make sense? So we want to prevent that. So one of the things we're gonna do is instruct you on different ways to do tasks so that you can protect this arm, as well as how to build up the strength back here to start getting everything in balance on that. And a technique that'll help with that pain. Any questions about what I just explained to you?
So how should I not going to do it for the hammy thing?
We're gonna go into that more. There's some other things that she needs to ask you, and we will give you some instructions on some of that, today. At the places that you work, do you get set times for breaks while you're there, or you just take it when you need it?
We just take it when needed.
Okay, alright. Are y'all on what's called a productivity, schedule, as in you're supposed to meet a certain quota?
No, they have a note for here, my boss, my supervisor, did not let me do it. I have my friend work with me, my
Okay.
friend do it for me.
Oh, okay.
She does the lifting,
Yes,
the heavy lifting.
Okay,
That's right.
and is that working out okay?
yes.
Okay, alright. We're still gonna kind of, work with some modifications, because there also can be things that you're doing at home that could be aggravated too. So we wanna kinda look, at that too, there. The vacuum cleaner that you use, is it a, all-in-one that's in the stand-up one, or does it have a separate canister with a hose, or?
No, it's a step.
Okay, alright. Is your, floor mostly carpet? Yeah,
My
okay.
carpet is, how to say?
Linoleum?
Is it low?
Lay low.
Oh, okay,
Light-
so it's
low
low
tread?
pile.
Mhm.
Okay, alright. Okay, I'm gonna let her continue so that I can assess her skills in getting this, but I wanted to make sure I got that needed piece of information. And then we'll go over some of the stuff at the end, okay?
Okay.
But if you have any other questions, feel free to ask.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
So some of the things that Dr. Fain was talking about in making some of your tasks a little bit simpler, I was just curious if you live at home by yourself.
If I live by myself, I not do it. No.
So you don't have any. I just wanted to know if you had anybody at home that could help you with any of your tasks. Like if you needed to pick up something heavy, is there somebody that would help you, or do you pretty much do everything independently at your house?
I try to do it myself.
You probably prefer to do it yourself, don't you? Yeah. Okay. And I also wanted to know, since you're having the shoulder pain, are you having any difficulty getting to the very top of your head to be able to do your hair?
It's better, not difficult, but
Yeah.
sometimes when I sleep, I try to turn around my body. That it pain.
Just pain when you sleep?
Yes, but not always. Sometimes I turn maybe wrong. They pain maybe 2 or 3 days that go away.
Does it hurt more when you lay
Yeah.
on that side? Yeah.
It's very be careful when I sleep this way. I always sleep this
Try to
way.
lay on that way. Okay. What about on your back? Does it hurt when you lay on your back?
No.
Not as much, right?
I can turn my shoulder with the bed. That is it made me pain.
Put your finger on exactly where it hurts.
Oh, right here, wrong. I can't put it because sometimes very straight pain. Right
Okay.
here,
All the way down, sharp?
yeah,
Sharp pain here as well, or is it kind of dull?
sharp pain here,
Sharp.
but sometimes straight. How to say?
Shoots. Does it shoot down?
Yeah,
Do you ever have numbness and tingling in your fingers?
yeah. Before it very tingling my fingers. Now better because I take medicine. Maybe the medicine help.
What medicine are you taking?
I don't know the name. My
It's
doctor.
one big
okay.
long name, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't So it's better. My other daughter, the man, the old man, he gave me shot here.
A
Ah,
shot.
It helps.
Oh,
That
cortisone.
helps.
That
Okay.
helps.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah.
This, the first week he gave me shot, my arm here, how to say, tingle?
Your fingers were tingly?
Yeah,
Yeah.
tingles. Where I put over there, I don't feel my body. It's
The whole arm,
yeah,
the whole.
also my leg.
Oh, your leg too.
So
Oh wow.
where I put like this, it not feel my body. Something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It look I put somebody's.
Yeah.
Now maybe in 2-3 weeks, I feel my body.
So were you saying that it took 2 to 3 weeks for the tingliness or the numbness, tingly feeling to go away
Yes.
in your arm and leg?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So you tolerated that for 3 weeks,
Yeah.
feeling like that.
Mm.
Goodness gracious.
This not this way.
So did those symptoms come after you got the shot in your shoulder?
Mm.
So it did help with the pain, but it made you more tingly.
Yes.
Okay.
It helped me pain, but it's not really tingling. How
Okay.
to say?
But you don't still have that tingling though, do you?
No.
Okay, alright, so we
So-
can move on.
Yeah. What was I gonna- Are you having any trouble with your vision?
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
Can you describe, are you having trouble seeing far, near?
Oh, for the look, see?
Yeah, for your sight.
Well, it's changed.
Are you looking for swelling?
Will you go grab the dynamometer out of that cabinet in there, please? Okay, we're gonna test your grip strength in just a little bit. Okay.
Can you tell me, earlier you were talking about, and I also saw on your chart that you had some exercises that you had been given to do for your shoulder pain.
Yeah.
Have you been consistently doing those exercises?
I just doing 1 time a day, something.
One time a day?
Yeah.
And can you show me what the exercises or what all you're doing right now?
Yeah, I try to put it on the wall like that.
With your knuckles in like
Yeah.
that?
Try to put like that. Also,
But you're
This-
facing the wall when you're doing that, right?
yes. Also this wing,
Good.
this
good.
wing.
Okay.
Also,
Okay.
he teach me how to put like this
Uh-huh.
to turn around. Here pain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you understand why you, need to do those exercises?
I know, but
Okay.
I can't do it many
I
times.
know, and I'm gonna give you a case in point. I've got back problems, and there's certain exercises that make it better if I do it more regularly, and I don't always. But usually, if we understand what the purpose of it is, we're more likely to do it. So I just want to make sure that you got that. But we're going to also give you some other things that'll help. That may be easier to do more consistently, but it doesn't mean that we don't want to still do the exercises on that. This will test how strong your hands are, and so I just want to test that. I want you to keep your elbow at your side. When you squeeze this handle will not move, but it will still measure how strong you are. So squeeze as hard as you can. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Okay, relax. Okay.
I can't see the pound marker from here.
45?
That's
Mhm.
it. Okay.
Sorry. I
Okay,
didn't
so
look at that.
put it down, 45 on the right. Alright, we're gonna do the same thing on this one, okay? Squeeze hard as you can.
Yeah.
Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Okay, relax. And you're right-handed, right?
60, yeah.
Okay,
Sure, it's right there.
okay. pinch meter's not in there, is it?
It's not. Do you want me to go
Okay.
see if I can find it?
It should be right there where it is, if you don't mind, please. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. A minute ago we were talking about your vision, and you said that you were having trouble with it. Do you wear glasses typically?
No.
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 So are things seeming a little bit blurry to you, or can you?
Where I see the paper living at my work, the end of the night, we close everything.
Mhm.
I need to do the paperwork. I try to look the paper. My eyes, how to say?
Water.
Arterial?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, okay. Does that happen more when you're tired?
Well, yes, I did.
Okay,
So when I finish my paper, I not feel nothing. When I look the wet thing, maybe wearing, how to say?
okay.
Can you see that? Can you see that writing right there?
Yes,
What it
I can
says?
see
Can you read it?
OT.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to
Other than work and vacuuming, are there any other tasks that is very painful for you to do because of this shoulder?
So the shoulder is not about the band. They're different. Maybe they connect here or not. What do you
Okay.
think? They cannot connect here.
Just saying you have
She's
pain
asking
back
if
there?
the pain connects.
And so you're feeling pain down in your lower back as well?
Yes.
Just on this side or across your whole low back?
So no, just this side.
Just here, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she was trying to ask you guys if you think that the pain on her lower back is coming from the pain on her shoulder, like if it's from the same
Yes,
cause
that
or
way.
anything.
Okay, and I apologize, I didn't make that connection. When we have pain in one body part, even if it's in our head or in our toe, it is an automatic reaction that we kind of move our body in a guarded way or a stiff way. And it's different than what we normally move.
Oh.
And it's an instinct to do that to protect from causing more pain to our body. So as a result, those muscles get used differently than what they're used to. And so then you can get increased tightness, muscle spasms, or what have you. And then that causes a whole set of other problems. Does that make sense? So most likely it's probably from different muscle patterns. But again, it's something that we'll keep reassessing as we're able to address the pain and localize and to do some stretching and some exercises and see if it helps to eliminate that. There. Okay? Did that help?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You have anything else?
I just wanted, I know she has the pinch, but part of our job as OTs and OT students, we want to make sure that we're working on things that you want to work on. So what are your top goals for therapy? What are the main things that you hope to get out of working with us?
Sorry, I can't decide.
That's okay. So just like things that I'm sure you definitely want to decrease that shoulder pain. I know that's what's causing you the most trouble right now, probably doing most of the things that you want to do. So we're going to work really hard and find things that can make your things like your job or cleaning at your house with your vacuum cleaner. We want to make sure you can do those things as simple as possible without any pain. Does that sound good to you? You guessed?
Okay, if you'll put your elbow at your side, I'm going to have you to pinch this, so you're going to pinch this way. Okay, lateral pinch, you guys. Squeeze, start again. Okay? Relax. 10. Alright, same thing on this side. Elbow at your side. Pinch, start again. Okay? Relax. Tell her how much.
Push. 14?
Get that.
About 14?
I'm reading it upside down, but I
Roughly?
think that looks about right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was trying to find the dash.
Okay, this one.
Brittany,
Okay,
I think
again,
another
elbow
way
to
you
side.
can
There you go.
reword what you were trying to
That's
ask her,
hers,
just
too.
saying, what are some things
Okay,
you want
relax.
us to help you with, so that you can do at home or
9
something
for
like that.
Pencil.
pence.
Okay, same thing. Okay. 12. Right, thank you. Okay.
Okay, I want to rephrase my last question that I asked you because I don't think it was very clear. So I want to basically just know what are some things that you want us to help you with.
What is your personal goal that you have for coming to therapy? What would you like to accomplish?
I don't know, maybe we try to do another exercise, maybe more help.
So you'd like to get rid of the pain?
Hmm?
Would you like to decrease the pain?
Yes,
Okay. Would you like to get this arm stronger?
yes.
Does it feel like it's weaker than this one?
I think.
Yeah, it is showing up weaker. And that, so, okay. Alright, so that's it. Do we need anything else? Okay. Alright, it looks like you know those exercises that we want you to do, that you've already been given. You were able to show me all of them. So, do you have any questions on those exercises?
I don't know.
Okay.
Plain sheet of paper.
Do you still have the paper that has these exercises?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so as much as you can, try to do those on a regular basis. Okay?
Okay.
When you are sleeping, are you in a twin size bed, queen, king?
Maybe queen.
Queen, okay. Do you have room enough to move around in that bed?
Yes.
What is your favorite sleeping position? On your back, on your left side, on your right side?
This side.
Okay, so is that the position that you preferred even before the right shoulder bothered you?
Before I like to sleep this way too, but pain now.
Right, okay.
I scared to sleep this way. I want to pain.
Okay. What I want you to do, regardless of what side you're sleeping on, I want you to get a pillow, and if you're on your left side and you're laying like this, a pillow here
Oh.
that this arm is laying on, and you don't want to have it this high up or here, kind of down like this. Does that make sense?
Yes.
The reason for that is you are putting less tension on the muscles here.
Oh.
When you are at 90, at shoulder level or higher, you have got tension going on in this muscle where it's tightening up, and so that's keeping it irritated. So we want to let it rest and have it down here where this muscle is on slack. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And it's also putting the shoulder blade in a good position. So if you can, try to get a pillow up under here and keep this arm down here. If you're having a hard time with the pillow, try that for this week, and when you come next week, let us know how that works. If that doesn't, then I'm going to tell you some other strategies. But I don't want to give you too many because it'll be hard to remember. Okay? So that's one thing I want you to try to do. The other thing that I want you to try to do is, at work and at home, get your water bottle or ice cube, and the water bottle, put it in the freezer so it's frozen. Or either do an ice cube. The ice cube is a little bit messier, so if you end up using an ice cube, get paper towel or washcloth or something on it. And I want you to take it and rub it on the shoulder where the painful area is. And when you're icing it, in order to get it to the effect that it is going to help, you need to get to the point, it'll go through several stages. First, when you're icing it, it'll feel cold. The next, it'll feel numb and aching and actually kind of painful, but you gotta ride through that. Then you'll get to the point of it being what we call analgesic, and what that means is you won't feel the pain. You'll just kind of feel the cold and the sensation of that it's being numbed out. Does that make sense? So you want to do that icing right around in this shoulder so that it calms that down. What I would encourage you to do that is do it after you have done something that you know stresses your shoulder out, such as the vacuuming or any kind of lifting, okay? And when you drive, I want you to have this arm down lower on the steering wheel. Because when you're putting it up here, you're again putting a pinch on that muscle. And actually, driving is one of the most stressful activities to the shoulder. So try to keep this arm, the right arm, down lower on the steering wheel and let the left do more of the work.
Yes. When I'm driving, I try to turn that it's too much pain.
Yeah. Now, obviously, when you go to turn, you'll have to change that. But I'm talking about the position for when you are just driving, straight driving.
Yeah.
Obviously, first and foremost, safety is the biggest. So if you're having to change your traffic pattern or make a turn or whatever, then you got to engage your right arm in what movement that you need to do to successfully maneuver that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm talking about when it's smooth traffic pattern and not a whole lot of movement that you're having to do. So instead of keeping both up here, just bring this down just a little bit that takes the tension off of those muscles there on that. And the other thing is, of all the exercises they gave you, this one is the one I want you to really work on, okay? Because what that's going to do is work this back here. It'll be real important to get this back. The sooner that we can get your muscles back here stronger, it'll pull you back here and it will open up the space here for where the shoulder muscle is. So that's really important to do. Do you have any questions about any of this?
Yeah, I want to talk. Where I sleep, I cross ball, I sleep, I put my head like this. Nothing pain.
You do have pain or don't?
Don't pain.
Oh, okay.
Before it's too much pain. This way I not pain.
No pain.
Oh, we pain the whole night. My head cold.
Yeah. And that's because
then I try to move down, maybe out. Too much pain. I try to move.
And that's because you've kind of cut off circulation to it, and that's normal. That's your body's way of saying, hey, don't do that, you know, kind of thing. That would be like if you sat on your leg for a while, it would get cold and numb and tingling, okay? So it's really not good to do a prolonged position of any kind for a long period of time. Our bodies are designed to be moving to keep circulation going through. So you really want to try to not keep any body part in the same position for a long period of time. Yeah.
So last time, I went here, they tried to put my arm like this, it might help.
It
Not
didn't help.
better.
Oh, it did help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not better. When I go home, I tell my husband and my daughter try to do the same thing they do. They can't do it the right thing.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Well,
They try to put my arm, my shoulder.
Yeah.
and
well, if it's possible for them to come for one of your sessions, we can show them how to do some of these things to help you at home, if you'd like.
then, yes.
Yeah,
And if they can't, maybe we can print something out for her so she can take home and show them
yeah.
Yes.
for next time.
That'd be
Um,
more.
Mhm.
Are you able to come next Wednesday? What is next Wednesday? That's not when accreditation is.
No, it's the 19th.
Yeah. 19.
No, it's
Mm-hmm.
the following week. That's the 26th that you were talking about, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you'll
Okay.
still be here next
Yeah.
week.
Okay. Alright, so can you come next Wednesday?
What time?
You can let them know up front what time you would prefer.
Okay.
Alright.
When I was do they have a Thursday night?
A Thursday night?
Yes.
No. OT and PT are here on Wednesday mornings. Now PT also has Monday nights, but we don't have yet. We are working toward that. Does it interfere with your work schedule?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I always told them I cannot come in. Maybe one month I can take 2-3 times.
Ah,
Mhm.
okay, okay. Then maybe what we can do is give you a few weeks and then you come back. Would that be better?
Then,
Like in November?
yeah.
Do you wanna try to aim for the first Wednesday in November?
Yes.
Okay, so let's be sure and put that date on that.
First
Okay.
Wednesday in November.
And on that session, we'll have a lot of this stuff printed out. It takes a little bit to write up the program and get all the stuff, and so I don't want you to have to sit and wait on that. I've given you some main things that would be very good for you to work on between now and then. And by us waiting a few weeks, it'll give you longer to be able to respond to that. And back to the vacuuming, actually anything that you're doing, if you can put both hands into it, it would be better. I think most people tend to vacuum with just one arm, so if you can, alternate between your right and left. So do some with your left and then some with your right, so that what that does is gives this arm a break. It may not be as fast or as thorough, but again, we want to protect this shoulder on that. Do you have any other questions for me?
No.
Now, physical therapy is going to see you after us, and so they'll probably add to the exercise program. But the main thing that's going to be different with OT versus PT is we're going to be looking more at the functional things, so that we can help you to do what you need to do without causing more aggravation to the shoulder. But we're also going to focus on some of the exercises to complement what PT is giving you. Does that help with
Yes.
understanding why
Yeah.
you're needing both? Okay. Do you have any other questions for us before we let you go over to see PT?
I need a note from my boss.
Okay. All right. I think they probably will do that up front, but we'll make sure you get that.
Okay.
If we were to forget, just remind us.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Anything else, you guys? Okay. Go let PT know, and they'll probably just come in here.
Okay.
And have you already filled out the OT sheet for that date?
All right, thank you.
For